Down Under Blunder, that's his name. Makes me very proud to be an Australian.
Greetings everyone, my name is Variable and welcome to Stupid Robot Fighting League's first Australian robot. So this was a little collaboration that we did together where we kind of just grabbed all the parts and picked them out and decorated them and such. It was really exciting, and hopefully using this robot will give you the down, under, upper edge. So don't forget, you've got that extra fighting power from all of Australia behind you. Enjoy! Today we're building VariablePwn's robot. He's an Australian YouTuber. He does, at the moment he specialises in indie games, and I love his channel. It's family friendly, and there's quite an array of unusual games that he just sort of either plays through or has a go and then rage quits. So what VariablePwn and I did previously was we actually went through all the rubbish that I had for robots, and we laid it out, all the pieces. We talked on Facebook Messenger and we laid out all the pieces on the template. Now what I'll do is I'll take you down and I'll show you the template. In Stupid Robot Fighting terms, this is what's known as Scott John. He was one of the wooden prototypes, and you'll see a lot of him if you have a look at any of my workbenches. And he's just a really simple way of working out, okay, what part would be suitable for a head, what part would be suitable for a neck, body, and it's just all a rough shape. So what I'll do is I will lay out the pieces as they were stipulated by VariablePwn, and then I will drill them and then wire them together, and boom, that's basically your robot. It's a very simple process. There is a little bit of stupid robot science to it, but not much. So here we are. Here is VariablePwn's robot laid out. This is before drilling. I won't video all the drilling because you probably already know how to drill holes, and I probably won't video all of the wire twisting either. I'll just talk a little bit about some problem areas if I have any. But how unpatriotic of me. Although I'm a New Zealander, I like Australians. I reckon they're cool. And so I've bought 2 Australian flags to try and Australia-fy this this robot that's representing Australia, the only one. And so I have finished all of the drilling, and so what I'm going to do next is start linking up all the parts with the wire. The big struggle for me will be attaching this to the dog head, but we'll attach the dog head to the neck, and then we'll fiddle around with this, and I'll probably wire it to his head using multiple wires, similar to what I did with Albabot in 1999. So we've got one arm and one leg done. So as I've said a million times, if you have a look, the shoulder joint always has 2 wires going into the actual shoulder joint here, which will allow it to hinge back and forth freely rather than sort of levering itself away from the body. Over time it's seemed to have proven itself as a good thing. And so we've got the arm all wired up, as you can see, with the horse behind, and then the piping from the pump going into through and down the heel of the gumboot there, or galoshes or Wellingtons, or they've got a few different names. So next thing is to sort out this side, which shouldn't take long. So the robot has an exceptionally long neck, so I'll probably end up having to shorten it up, which is easy enough. I'll just get the handsaw and chop it off there, no problem. So this side is all attached, so that's attached to that, and obviously our horse head fist. The stub is actually going to go through the eyes, so those were just put there for giggles. But everything else is completely wired up, so I'm just going to attach the head. Anyway, so his head is actually nicely wired on, so that will not shift. It's just on 3 places. It's It's wired on, so I've wired it to his ears, and the ears move. So I'm expecting that they will give at some point, but it'll look cool when it does. And he's got one I drilled through his face, on his nose, and just hooked it on.
So we've finished VariablePwn's robot, and his battle stubs are in as well, and so this is a bit of a jump in time since when we started to when we finished, but it's finished, and here it is. I mean, when I look at something like this, it makes me proud to be an Australian, even though I'm a New Zealander. But you know, I would be proud to be an Australian if I had something like this representing my country. It's pretty choice. Anyway, so we'll just quickly go through the features again. So the head is made out of a vacuum cleaner toy. It's actually a dog head. I don't know if you'll see it inside there. So you see the dog head, but it's surrounded by the back of a small plastic based heater, which looks like a face protector or something. I thought that was a brilliant idea. So these bits here, the angry eyebrows, are bits of Optimus Rufus's car that he was built out of, and this is what they put on top of rebar for construction to stop people stabbing themselves. Variable wanted a nice hat or something, so he also wanted the little bee in here. I think that was originally stuck to who was it? It was Albobot 99, but you know, the bits swap amongst the robots quite a bit. So this is a My Little Pony horses behind, and I had to rip this open in order to get the screws through into the battle stub there. Again, some vacuum clean hose. Sorry, I got the flu, and of course the country, the flag cape. I think that's going to be a thing for any robot that represents a particular country. So so we'll have to get that sorted for Murray as well. I think that's brilliant. So what we did was we took the lid off the letterbox, and so the idea was that it was just too heavy. So we attached this laptop keyboard to it, so all these keys will fly off eventually. This here is from an old oscillating fan. I did shorten it up in the end, and this is I think this is originally from Murray, but it's been chopped up and just put on as decorations. But this is a downpipe under a sink, nuts can, a water container for something like a cheap super soaker, and then there's my favorite part here, which is the My Little Pony head, which has the battle stub and the eye socket, but also the eyes here I thought were most tasteful. They were great. Again, this is the foot part of a standing pump, air pump, and that is the handle from it. And this here is from these two decorations here are from a very small plastic watering can toy thing. And of course the gumboots, and they're a bit of fun to get the battle stubs stuck to. So anyway, this is a pipe. These two bits are from the pump as well, and another gumboot there, or you'd call them galoshes in America. I don't know what they call them in Australia. But anyway, again, that Down Under Blunder, that's his name, makes me very proud to be an Australian. So there you go.